Welcome back to the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, where Stroll, Latifi and Villeneuve, both Jacques and Gilles, are the 4 Canadian point scorers in the past. Who's going to come out on top today at this favourite of the F1 calendar? It's the Canadian Grand Prix. If you want flat-out racing, you've come to the right place this weekend, as it's full throttle for 59% of this 2.7-mile circuit, peaking at around 210 miles per hour going into the final chicane. But that speed requires discipline, and there are more than a few close walls here just waiting to punish drivers with a heavy right foot. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Logan Sargent completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Ricciardo, Norris, Gasly, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Stroll, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Albon, Joe, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Sainz, Russell, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, and Lewis Hamilton rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. The formation lap gets underway then, and it's going to be interesting today to see how the dry conditions can affect the lifespan of the tyres. The question I'm asking is which teams have got it right, which ones have got it horribly wrong.
And you've got P15, P15. Ocon is ahead of you, less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. That's Hulkenberg behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. work, great pass. We can now use DRS now available. That's Joe just ahead. Push for that position. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 17.0. Okay, we're dropping back by around 4 tenths a lap. Give it everything you got. Okay, gap ahead is 1.9 seconds. Fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:15.2. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now. Got 11th, that's a 11th place. Okay, that's Sonoda just ahead. Come on, push hard. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Magnussen's behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, so gap to the leader is 13.8 seconds. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens. Pit window opens in 10 laps. top 10. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.6 seconds. Ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. Time last lap was a 1 minute 17.1. Okay, so you're gaining by around 0.6 a lap. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 0.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. And the time last lap was a 1:17.7. We're gaining by around 0.2 per lap. Keep going. Ahead, less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 16.2. All right, you're falling back by 1/10 a lap. lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up. Gap to your teammate behind is 4.6 seconds. Ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 0.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. Time last lap was a 1:16.4. This is excellent stuff. You're closing in by 7/10 a lap. Job, nice overtake. P6, you got P6. Perez ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Alonso behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Our gap to first place is 18.5 seconds. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.6 seconds. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. fastest lap is a 1 minute 15.2. We don't currently have the data for that request. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 10.5 seconds. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. Okay, go, go, go! Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. You've got 2 stops remaining now. 2 stops remaining in this strategy. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. 16th, we got P16, Bottas ahead. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, Hulkenberg's behind you now. They're on old mediums. 16 laps now until your pit window opens. Okay, George is coming in for his stop. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 2.2 seconds. pressure, they might make a mistake. Gap is only 2 seconds now. Car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. Fastest lap at this point in time is a 1.8. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. Gap to your teammate behind is 16.1 seconds. Okay, you've moved into P4, that's 4th place now. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 15.8 seconds. They're on fresh softs. So the time last lap was a 1 minute 15.0. Okay, you've got P3, well done. Lando ahead. And gap to the car in front is 3.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Perez behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 21.5 seconds. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens. Pit window opens in 10 laps. 48 laps to go. Okay, so that last lap was a 1.6. Okay, gap ahead is 3.4 seconds. Just ahead, push for the position. Our gap to the car in front is 3.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 15.2. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap. Ahead starting to create a gap. They're just starting to pull away from us now. Perez is behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 1:15.3. Okay, that last lap was a 1:15.7. Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. Last lap was a 1:15.6. The car behind is gaining on you by 0.5 a lap. Okay, push, gap to the car behind, 8.8 seconds. Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Last lap was a 1:15.4. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Perez ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap was a 1:15.4. All right, you're falling back by 1/10 a lap. Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. Okay, 1 stop to go. Just 1 stop left in this strategy. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. And we're currently sat in 6th. Leclerc is ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Gasly behind. Okay, car behind trailing us, 5.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. The distance to the leader is 44.7 seconds. 16 laps now until your pit window opens. 37 laps to go. George is in the pits. He's in the pits now. Okay, Alonso's in the pits. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 13.5 seconds. Currently the fastest lap is at 1 minute, 0.1. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now. Ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 11.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 18 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time was a 1:16.3. This is brilliant. You're taking 2.5 seconds out of them each lap. Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing. Norris behind. Okay, gap to the car behind. 3.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop. Time last lap was a 1 minute, 0.4. Your last lap time was a 1.7. Verstappen ahead. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 25.4 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop. And the time last lap was a 1 minute, 13.8. place, you're in second place. Verstappen's ahead of you, and gap to the car in front is 26.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Norris is behind you. We're leaving the car behind by 3.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens. Pit window opens in 10 laps. All right, 31 laps to go now. Expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now. Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes. Behind, and the gap behind us is 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1.1. Verstappen ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 29.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1 minute, 0.3. You're losing around 7/10 a lap at this pace. We think we might see some rain, ETA about 15 minutes. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, we can take you this lap. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, you've got P5, P5. Alonso's ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 3.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, you've got 25 laps to go. Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.1 seconds. Our gap behind is 3.2 seconds. Expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Gap to your teammate behind is 22.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs, and the time last lap was a 1:15.6. managing your tyres, manage your tyres. Good job. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 24.4 seconds. Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 9.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 13 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 15.7. You're gaining by 2 seconds a lap. Amazing. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 7.2 seconds. It looks like rain is inbound and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the rain. Dry's definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Lando ahead. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 4.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 16 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. time last lap was a 1:15.7. Right, you're closing in by around 1.4 seconds a lap. And gap to the car in front is 4.2 seconds. George is in the pits. He's in the pits now. Minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now. Norris behind, and they've entered the pit lane. Okay, they're on old softs. We think they've got one more stop, and the time last lap was a 1:15.7. Our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. Okay, that last lap was a 1.2. Watch the conditions, we think there's rain coming pretty soon, be careful. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. It's Perez ahead of you. They've just entered the pits. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 16 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:15.8. Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on a soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind. Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, you sat in P2. Verstappen's ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 28.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Perez is behind you. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 7.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, be mindful of the conditions. The track's getting wetter. Recommend you stay out for now though. We'll be much slower if we move on to inters this early. Dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second. Be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point. Green flag. Last lap was a 1:15.6. Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 2.9 seconds. Okay, information on Sainz. They've got an issue with their car, they're going to be slow. That last lap was a 1:16.9. Perez behind. Okay, car behind trailing us, 2.4 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. Time last lap was a 1:16.2. At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap. tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now. Second place, you're in second place. It's Verstappen ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 37.6 seconds. Perez is behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're all fresh softs. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. I know these conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track's ready for intermediates yet.
It's turned in on me.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, information on Bottas. Okay, they're out of this race. Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment, just be careful. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending, wait for the greens. Okay, gap to the car behind, 7.3 seconds.
Lando, what do you think about it, Inter? What do you think about it, Inter?
No!
Okay, we'll fit Inters on your next stop. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Right, let's go, come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. work. We're in P4. Norris just ahead. Push for the position. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 9.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. That's Alonso behind. We're leaving the car behind by 1.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. And that's 8 laps to go. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 8.1 seconds. Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment, just be careful. And the gap behind us is 1.9 seconds. Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled. We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 22.9. Okay, so the last lap time was a 1:20.2. And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, the gap behind is 7.7 seconds. Fourth position, you're in fourth position. Lando ahead. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Alonso behind you now. Our gap behind is 8.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, so gap to the leader is 55.5 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Track very slippery from here to turn 10.
Yeah, shut up!
Okay, good work. Great pass. Perez ahead. And gap to the car in front is 9.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 12 laps old. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 22.7. This is brilliant. You're taking 2.5 seconds out of them each lap. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, gap ahead is 3.6 seconds. P3, you're currently in P3. It's Perez ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 3.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Norris is behind you. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 5.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Our gap to first place is 48.4 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 6.6 seconds. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Well done. I think we managed that really well, guys. Super happy.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Dangerous around here.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Often, my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Max Verstappen's solid, clean driving throughout the event.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.